Bit of a mix showing you where things are in 3.22. This is a party storage container that can be put into SCU storage areas and is ideal for the smaller hull like you saw here. But I would also note that it is great inside cargo containers, such as ships, I would say. That's really where this belongs, especially as they note that it can be hacked. Now, this official post was taken down by the Star Citizen official Twitter page simply because it's not in game yet. But this is something clearly in testing, something to keep a lookout for. Great concept and great idea. Reminder, it could be hacked, so be very careful, but it's better than nothing. This right here is the other reason you may have not seen certain new content from me. So San.TokYai. I wanted to do a video about the San.TokYai since its launch of its sale. However, what I'm finding is people are buying the San.TokYai and then taking the weapons off of the San.TokYai and putting it on everything else that moves. So me and some friends found this owner of a ship that is not in the hangar right now, and there is multiple of the San.TokYai weapon systems from his two San.TokYais mounted to not a San.TokYai, mounted to a Scorpius. And the reason for this is primarily because these weapons are extremely overperforming right now. And I will be honest with you, I know CIG has a lot of different priorities they've been working on. They got a lot of different builds in the cooker, and there's a lot of other things that they're concerned about, like server consistency. But the reason you haven't seen me doing anything about the San.TokYai is because the weapons are just unbalanced as heck. It is a wonderful ship to fly, but I can't comment on a combat ship without an ability to fairly compare its combat against other fighters. So right now, this is where I'm at. So most of my gameplay is not PvP. It kind of is always a mix anyway. And I haven't actually been doing a lot of PvE either. Lately, I've been doing a lot of salvaging with just random folks, friends, org mates, anybody that you can imagine on reclaimer crews. It's a heck of a lot of fun. The claw is the last thing you use, actually, but it looks really fun. It's neat to play with. And it's great to catch up with folks. And the sound work on the reclaimer and having groups of friends and being able to do production is just truly, I would say, unique. If you're one of those people that likes to jump around, just go to the chapter about the production, which looks like it's gonna be at the 4-minute mark. But I wanted to show a little bit, at least, of the salvage technology and kind of give you a feel of how it feels working with a crew. So even on the things that are really like they take a few seconds here or there to do,
Nah, I'm lucky honest with you. I think he's in the flavor, I'm pretty sure.
you're still communicating with your crew. You're still talking with everybody that you're working with. And you can do other things. You can chat with each other. You can communicate about how you're going to handle the building of the containers, all the different construction materials and materials that you can build out of this after it's done. And the process is very simple. After you're done stripping the armor, you finally fracture and buckle the ship, and then you claw it. So I am overly simplifying the process, but trust me, all you need to do is jump on a reclaimer crew, and you'll learn it the first time. It is not complicated. It is actually more fun than you'd expect, and the payouts are quite good right now. So, things tend to be where mining is good for one patch cycle for the money. Salvage is currently where it's at right now, and I think that's to help test the workarounds. So once you're done busting it up with your crew, the next step is you all hop off of your stations in the bridge and such, and you produce different materials. So your RMC, your construction components can be stacked, and this is actually my first go around. So I'm trying to show you. You can do it, absolutely. You can see that we're just using the one-hand tractor beams, little multi-tools, which, by the way, you can produce on site, which is really nifty. You can just produce them right out of the materials if you didn't already know that, and they pop out on the right-hand side there. And the containers can get a little crazy. My recommendation is don't go too overboard with the amount of containers you have. Just do a mission or two, get it filled up as best you can, and then go sell. It can get a little hectic in this room, especially with the way gravity gets. But it's your ship, you do you. I think as a crew, you do start communicating about how much longer everybody has to play. What if you still want to do this? If you want to do other gameplay loops, there is no effect of. So one of the questions I've had in the past is like, when you're on a multi-crew ship, are you like trapped on the ship or something? And I never, ever feel that way. So I did want to stress that it's not a big ask or anything like that, and it is a fun process. They did think and to add two of these machines in here, so you do have a situation where you can do two different players can be producing, and another player can be tractor beaming, or two. It is well thought out. I did I will admit, though, I do want to see these construction machines on Outpost and in other ships. Pioneer, Galaxy come to mind when they're finally out. That vehicle that we've been promised that's going to be in the construction for 2024. I want to see that trailer or slash vehicle hand that is ready to produce and construct. When that happens, you're going to see an explosion of desirability for the materials to make stuff, and hopefully the list will slowly get bigger and bigger on the crafting side. And also, of course, for your construction materials for Outpost in the future, being able to see the bedrock for that and being able to start establishing that gameplay, establish those processes about how orgs do it. Having salvage just as the gatekeepers for all of this nifty technology and just really one ship is less than ideal. The Vulture has this technology, but it has such a small cargo hold. What you end up with on that tiny little pad it has in its back bay, you basically have to immediately run things out the door. And you end up with a situation where you have too big of a hauler. It's going to have to be sitting there waiting and waiting for you to produce more and more tiny little things to throw in it. And then on the flip side, if you have too small of a hauler, it's going to have to do 50 runs back and forth to deliver the stuff to sell. So you need to right size it. But my recommendation, if you already have a Vulture, use it to earn a reclaimer, buy a reclaimer, and even if you just have two people on board, you and your friend, you're gonna have a good time. If you have three, that's really the best number to really get things done fast. You can see me testing out the reclaimers back areas with the new materials to see if the chute works. So the idea was that maybe we could get more storage space down below. Uh, it did not work out too well. So it appears that it is designed, though, to be like a cattle chute for the materials to go down there. See the salvage lift sign right above there. Uh, and then, of course, you have the gantries above, which are perfect. So you have the walkways, and then you have the gantry lifts above, which are more for effect. But in practicality, if you ride the elevator up the level, get into those gantries, walkways, you can turn around and you can tractor beam from there if you were nervous about getting hit by the containers you're throwing around. So, because the side rails help block you from containers hitting you, not just the fact you're above it. So, with all that said, I think we have a moment of Zen here to have, because it's just 3.22 so far has been an amazing patch cycle. There's been a lot of promises, a lot of delivery, and still a lot of things that we are asking for to make happen. I think this patch cycle has been wonderful, and I'm purposely spanning it across 3.22 patch cycle. I don't think that the inventiveness and the fixes are going to be finished anytime soon. I think we're going to continue to see them, and I think you're actually going to see a more progressed patch cycle because they have to if they want to do 3.23 anytime soon. That's it for me for tonight. Thank you all for sticking around to my long-term subscribers. See y'all in the next one. Oh, before I forget, I have a new channel. So I've started a second channel. I only did one ping about it, and I'm going to stick to that rule. At least unless there's like a special event on that channel or something in the future or something big, some big event or something. But I had one announcement, one announcement, and that was it. So it is Red J Lounge, and in the Red J's Lounge, we talk about television shows, streaming media, movies, those type of things that I truly love. I have a passion for as well, that I don't think would really fit this channel perfectly. So, yeah. This channel is still my first love, and it is my only main focus. So it's more of a passion project, that second channel. And yeah, check it out if you like that kind of stuff. Here's a link to the first video. All right. Take care, everyone.